This article led me to watch a little bit of the Power Rangers 2017 reboot, and just reading it is insult to injury. You know, the fact that we never got a sequel to this, and it wasn't really surprising, but to read it, the the article was an interview that somebody did with Dacre Montgomery. By the way, Dacre Montgomery was the one who played Jason, the Red Ranger, in this movie, and he said the studio had a four-picture deal for this new Power Rangers layout. Four-picture deal. Now I don't know about anybody else. That's heartbreaking to know. This movie, this was, like the fact that this didn't bring in enough money is crazy to me, man. This movie was like the perfect superhero origin story. You talk about teenagers with attitude. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I grew up with Power Rangers, but you go back and you watch it now, it does not hold up well at all. You go back and watch the movie. I didn't really fuck with the Power Rangers Turbo shit, because when they brought that little young boy in there, I was just like, what was his name, Brad or whatever? When at the end of the first Power Rangers movie, he's like, Brad, the Silver Ranger. I was just like, shut the fuck up. Like, I once they brought the kid into the mix and they were driving cars and shit, I was like, yeah, I can't fuck with this, man. I ain't really fuck with the Turbo Joint like that, so I didn't really watch it. But that Power Rangers movie was something special back in the day. The show was something special. Even what was it? The Netflix original series. What was it? Forever and a Day, or Forever We Are More, or whatever the fuck. That just sound like a James Bond movie. Whatever it was, where they brought back Walter Jones and David Yost as the Black Rain, as Zach and Billy. They brought him back, and it was an amazing tribute to the actress that played Trini in the movie. They had her daughter become the new Yellow Ranger. Like, it was a really beautiful tribute in there. And I feel like if you're a fan of the original series, that Netflix original for Power Rangers that they did, it was a really it was nice to have the nostalgia. But then you get into this shit right here. This was the perfect balance of, like, it had the humor, it had the cheesy, corny aspect to it. Not necessarily even corny, but it's still cheesy nonetheless. It had the friendship arcs to it. It had the character arcs to it. You spent so much time with these fucking Rangers that by the time they morphed, it was like, yo, this feels so appreciated and so earned, if anything. And like, they could have easily morphed in the second act of the movie. They could have easily morphed in the first act of the movie. People would have been like, "Oh, we don't even get to spend any time with their characters. We don't get to know them outside of them being Rangers." But the fact that they fleshed these fucking characters out, Zach, Billy, Jason, Trini, Kimberly, the fact that they fleshed all of them out. My gripes with this version of Alpha aside, and this version of Zordon, like, Zordon's cool. Bryan Cranston did a good job, but like, I don't know, man. It's just something about it that don't sit right with me. It doesn't ruin the movie for me. But the fact that we spent so much time with these characters, that scene where they're at the campfire, like, not necessarily confessing, but just getting to know each other on like a more personal level, because they are becoming friends and they are becoming a team. Then when they morph together, yo, like, oh my god, man, everybody came to play ball in this movie, man. Dacre Montgomery, Ludi Lin, Becky G, RJ Kyler, what's her name, Naomi Scott. All of the fucking Rangers came to ball in this movie, man. Everybody did a fucking fantastic job in this film. And the fact that it didn't bring in the money it was supposed to, it's almost like highway robbery, man. The fact that we didn't get a follow-up to the shit. And then they teased the Green Ranger at the end of it. Now, I feel like the Green Ranger, they probably would have tried to make the Green Ranger a girl. I don't know. I don't, like, when they said Tommy Oliver, I don't know. Maybe it would have been Thomasita. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm sorry. Like, if they would have gender swapped the Green Ranger, like, I wouldn't have given a fuck, as long as we got to have the evil Green Ranger in it. Like, as long as we got to have Tommy, pulling up on that Megazord and putting belt to ass. Long as we got to have that, it wouldn't have ruined the movie for me. But it's just crazy to know that they had so many fucking movies planned, man. And now it's just like back to the drawing board when you could have just made a sequel to this. Like, I understand the business side of things where it's just like, yeah, you didn't pull in the money you were supposed to, so we can't really make a sequel to it. Like, I get all that, but god damn, man, I don't know if we're gonna. You can get somebody big behind this. You can get some big names. You can get somebody behind the pen. You can get somebody behind the camera. You can get somebody behind producing. You can get a big studio behind this next to Saban. But I feel like regardless of who you get and the cast you get, you're not gonna get nothing like this, man. Not like this. Not like this. 2017 Power Rangers reboot, man. This shit does. This is an origin story that like a lot of Marvel movies can't even fuck with, for real, for real. And DC. You know, I'm DC over Marvel any day of the week, but I said Marvel because Marvel had the better blueprint to start off with. You know, they mapped shit out from Iron Man on up to Endgame. But you know, this is one of the best superhero origin movies that I've ever seen. And the fact that it didn't perform well, and you know, people had their gripes with it. I'm just like, man, this is another case of, this is why we can't have nice things, man, because if it's like if we get everything that we want on screen, we still gonna find shit to complain about, and we don't show up for it. It is what it is, man. Look, they just brought Billy back to life. They brought Billy back to life, man. And the whole dynamic between Billy and Jason, you know, when they hug, like he hugs Jason like a little tighter than everybody else, because that was his boy. Like that was like the friend that protected him from the bully in detention. And then Jason kind of looks at him and he's like, "Welcome back, my friend." Like, this movie's emotional as fuck, man. Low key. That's why I was like, I don't know if you're gonna get this again. This was like a lightning in a bottle reboot, man, and nobody fucking appreciated it. I'm not gonna say nobody, but I'll say majority didn't appreciate it. I don't know what we gonna do with a reboot, but I love this one. Might have to do a commentary for it sooner than later, honestly.